Thank you so much for joining. Thank you everyone for sparing out time for us. As usual, my name is Vanessa and welcome back to my channel. You already know what it is over here. If you're an OG or if you're a new subscriber or if you're just joining this live for the first time, welcome in. My name is Vanessa. I'm an Abuja-based creator and a YouTuber. And on this channel, we have our lifestyle, vlogs. We have our product reviews. We do live sections to tell stories as well, and the rest of it. And if you're yet to subscribe, please do well to subscribe to this channel. Okay. So first things first, I'm going to share the live so that other people can join. Uh, yeah. Okay. So just give me some minutes. Let me share the live and get others to join the live. We're also expecting a guest on this live as well. So yeah, fingers crossed. The guests, our co-hosts, will come in soon. So just give me a minute. Let me share the live, and we'll be back. Okay, so I just shared the live. So let's just wait. If you join in, just let me know if you can hear me, if I'm audible enough. Yeah, I'm very close to the door just so that I can use the natural light. So let me know if you can hear me when you join. And of course, when you join, do well to like the live. Give the live a very big thumbs up so that YouTube can also, share the live to others as well. Okay, like someone has joined us, so please, when you join, leave a comment. I can know that you joined in. Please, please, please. Okay, thank you. And so that I can also say hi to you as well. So yeah, just leave me a comment below. Hopefully our guest comes in because I would like to get. Okay, so we have our first guest coming in. Hey,
Hello, hello,
good.
hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, very well. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you too. Good afternoon. How are you doing
Perfect.
today?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm fine as well. I'm fine.
First co-host for today. So thank you so much for sparing our time to join
No
us. Oi,
problem.
Marama, thank you for stopping by. Onyu was my co-host yesterday. So if
Yeah,
you're
that's
here, please
true.
do
That's
support
true.
her
That's
too.
true. Oh, yeah, how are you
So
doing?
Maurice, please introduce yourself to us so that they can know who is my co-host today.
Okay, so my name is Maurice Nelson, and I am the host and founder of Childish. So Childish is an organization that caters for children. So we thought that it wouldn't be just okay taking it to the street only, but also bringing it to online because we have a mass of people like parents, coaches, and mentors online. So we thought it wise to bring it on YouTube as well. So I also own my YouTube channel. You can also check it out if you want to get information about that. So we solve child issues, try to give solutions to child issues like what's it called, education, health, and likewise, just making the child who the child needs to be. So that's just it. I think that's all. And the other thing you want to know about me is that I'm an architect. Fun fact about me, I'm an
Yeah.
architect. That's the only thing. The rest of it, I mean, no problem. I think that's okay for now. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so grateful to be
All right.
here.
So for joining us as well. So you guys have heard. So Maurice is into children, related topics and all of that. So if you are interested in such things, please do visit his channel. Okay, I will try as much as possible to link his handle after the live as well, so that you can visit his channel, learn one or two, and all of that. Okay. So today we are going to be talking about the effects of long distance relationship basically on marriage. This is a topic that is affecting a lot of people because of the whole Jackpa syndrome, right? The whole
Yeah.
Jackpa has made a lot of families to be apart, and but first things first, let's ask our co-host, what's your talk or what's your take rather on long distance relationship?
Okay, so I would literally call it. I usually used to call it LDR. Okay, it still means long distance relationship. So I may not be able to talk. I may not be able to say long distance relationship. I'll just be saying LDR. So just for us to understand. Hello, Immaculata. So LDR is very very
Like,
tricky situation. Very tricky situation. It's a very nice thing, and also it just depends on how the both parties take it. Yeah, and how the both parties do. But sometimes not so very very advisable when it has stayed for too long. The fact that it's called long distance is the distance from the partner, from the both partners, is not as long as the time or something. So whenever it crosses to that stage of it being too long, I mean, it becomes very very boring, right? So although we have internet is not really good. It's not really a very good. It has not really replaced, what should I say? It has not really, because internet is not a really good substitution to seeing somebody. Just like we are talking now, I can see you, can see me, but I can't touch you, right?
yeah,
You cannot touch me as well. So, and it's very very important. Physical touch for people who have partners that are their most of their dominant love language is physical touch. I mean, how are you going to do about that? What are you going to do about it? And also, that's relationship. So for me, I would say that, first of all, long distance relationship can come at any time, right? It may come in when probably you're just starting, or it may also come in when probably something comes in. For example, now you're dating someone, and you're dating somebody, or you're married to somebody, and the person has probably changed location because of work, because of school, because of whatever it is. There are a lot of things that can cause it. Yeah. So when the person changes that location, as a person, you have your own, as the guy or as the lady, you have your own what's it called now? You have your own goals and drive in life, and your goals does not really probably align with what your partner is doing. So, but if he
right.
aligns, like for example, you can see that some partners are content creators together. You see that wherever they go to, they can content. They can stay home, they can be remote workers, they can stay home and do whatever it is they're doing. So if you have me, for example, now I'm an architect and I'm working probably in a particular company, in a particular firm, and then my wife decides to japa. I mean,
Yeah,
because she does something else. And then here am I thinking that, okay, because I cannot leave my work like that because my wife is gone somewhere. It's not possible. I can't just leave my work like that. I have
yeah,
to I have to look at the possible chances of doing the same thing, moving or whatsoever. So it's very, very painful, and it's also a big sacrifice on our end. So I look at long distance relationship as a sacrifice. As I said, it shouldn't be overly long. I don't mean a distance, I mean time. Now
yeah,
we're talking about the time now. The fact that it's working this way doesn't mean that it should be very, very long. I mean, we can hold ourselves. There's a popular saying that says that what's that proverb? And I say, body no be firewood, right?
hmm,
Ehen. So, and physical touch and the rest, it's a very, very core. I mean, I'm not missing words. It's a
yeah.
very core, like very, very core when you're married. I mean, I want to
Yeah,
like
I can understand.
there's something
I
I
can
want to say.
it's like,
There's something I want to say. Okay, for some of us that we have held ourselves for a very long time, all of a sudden you're married and you cannot touch your wife. Your wife is somewhere. You are
yeah,
somewhere. I
yeah,
mean, what's the essence?
by force.
Do you understand? Do you understand? And you cannot afford to cheat. You cannot afford
Yeah,
to do other things. So, and then some people, okay. I think I should talk about myself.
yeah,
Let's cover myself. So I've been in a long distance relationship before, and it was not really funny. It's not really funny. Sometimes I feel like I want to be with her, I want to talk with her, but it's not just possible. We cannot make it happen, right? So we have some interim visits and all, but even those interim visits, you
yeah,
discover that if you don't really have money enough to do the whole thing, it becomes a very big
yeah,
problem. So there are a lot of things. So we have time, we have resources. When I mean resources, I mean like money and every other thing that you need in place so as to be able to take care of a long distance relationship. They are
that's
very, very important. Because you're going to be burning data, you're going to be burning airtime, you're going to be burning a lot of things. You need to get a good phone to do a good video. You need to get a
like,
lot of things. Yeah. And so, and then also some scheduled visit when she comes to visit you, or some when the other person, when you go to visit, a lot of things. If you go to a house, you're not going to stay in a house. Probably you want to stay in the hotel, something like that. For us, those of us that don't believe in cohabitation, some people believe in that, but I don't believe in cohabitation. So people that believe in cohabitation, so if you don't believe in cohabitation, you stay in the hotel and the person is not there with you. So you have to plan your money, plan everything. So long distance for me is sacrifice. I don't look at it as sacrifice. And as I said, caution, do not make it to, when I mean long, I don't mean the distance. I mean
Yeah,
the time. Yeah.
time.
If you have a plan, so but the
Mm,
best thing about long distance relationship is having a plan on ground.
right.
Having a plan on ground is the best thing. So, and then you stick to your plan. Don't move out of your plan. If you promise me, if I'm the lady here, you're the guy here. If, okay, let's for example, you're the lady, I am the guy, and I promise you, okay, um, the reason why we are doing this long distance relationship something is that I want to make the family better and all of those things, maybe because of work, because of school. Like, okay, the next 2 years, I'm going to be done with school, maybe abroad. The next 2 years, I'm going to be settled and I'm going to have, something. I'm going to have something to do, and then I would afford bringing you in, right?
Yeah.
So both of you should sit down. You sit down and then you plan your long distance relationship, what schedule and whatever it is you want to do. Okay, so during these 2 years, this is what we're going to be doing. We are going to. It's just an agreement, and the both parties need to stick to this agreement. It's very
Yeah.
very important. So you'd say, okay, in this the space of these 2 years, we are going to see twice possible. So once annually. So how do you do this once annually? You must have saved up money, you must have saved up resources, as I said before, to either go there or she comes over. However, so you plan on this thing. You say, okay, this is how it's going to be. So planning is very, very important. Don't just go into long distance relationship without planning, or
Right.
else you will end up frustrated. The both parties will end up frustrated.
Right.
Frustration no
I
easy for long distance
way
relationship. Oh.
stressing on like plan it very well,
Yeah.
and the rest. So very well. Maurice is our first guest because I really wanted us to hear from him before we even go into like the deal, of the day, because of course we'll bring like other people up here as well to also give their own opinion on what they think, about long distance relationship. But basically he has said almost everything, right? Because he has just like gone ahead to hit the nail on the head. So I have to like jot down like a few things, that we can talk about. So we have like the negative aspect of it outweighs the positive of long distance relationship, right? So
Yeah.
we're going to focus more on talking about the negative, and of course we're going to also talk about providing solutions on how you can manage your long distance relationship. So this is for people who, whether you're in a relationship or you're in marriage, we're not just focusing mainly on marriage alone, but also for people who are, intending to settle with themselves at the long run, right? You're in a relationship. I'm sure you're not just in a relationship to waste your time. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining us today. Please don't forget to give us a very big thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do well to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. So the first thing we have here, just like Maurice has said, is lack of physical intimacy. That is number one thing that long distance relationship can do to you.
Yeah.
It's not an easy thing. Imagine being married and then you have to be forced to be a celibate. Imagine like celebrating by force. This one is by force. It's not like you want to, but you have to.
Yeah, I now have to be Father Morris. Oh God,
Understand? You have to
Reverend
become
Father Morris.
all because you need to make sure that one, your marriage works, and the rest of it. So it is, very important to bridge that gap so that you don't even feel that lack of intimacy, in your marriage or in your relationship. But
Yeah.
this is the number one thing, because that is what it would even drive your person to go out and say they want to go and cheat. You understand? Because
Yeah.
some people, even though the devil works in a very mysterious way. The devil works in various ways. So because you're not around, your partner, when Konji is catching your partner, the next thing that they will think of is, ha, maybe I should go and toast that person that I've been looking at all this while. Abi I should go and start doing this one. Abi I should go and carry. You understand what I'm saying? Abi I should carry all those other ones I used to be on the road. Abi I should carry that one. Or you now that you're a woman now, you're over here, your partner is over there. You're thinking of, Abi this my colleague that is here that is single. Abi make I follow him. Do you understand? things like that start coming up, and the mindset would be clustered. It will be clustered with a lot of evil things that you're on a norm you won't even think about. That is what long distance can do to your relationship or your marriage. So the number two thing here is the communication, gap.
Gap,
That
yeah.
because you can be in Australia and I'm here in Nigeria and our time is different, right? Hi Bishop, welcome and thank you for joining us. Right? You can be in Australia and I'm here in Nigeria and our time is different. Imagine a place
Yeah.
whereby you have like 5 hours time difference. Imagine what that looks like. How do you intend to keep the communication going without you feeling it that your partner is not here?
Yeah.
Those are so back to what Morris was saying, trying to make out time. Hi, Anthony, welcome. Trying to make out time so that you feel that okay, since my partner is not here, who do I communicate with? Right now, that's why you have thank God for social media, even though it might not do so much, but thank God for social media that at least keep the communication going. So you on your own part, you have to do what you have to do to make sure that your partner does not feel your absence. Right. So that's the number two point, right? The number 3 point is what the effect of long distance relationship. Number three said loneliness and isolation. Of course, it does bring about loneliness and isolation. I watched a YouTube video where she's a popular YouTuber, so I'm not going to mention her name, but she was in Nigeria, her partner was in Canada, and they just got married. These are like newly wedded couple. They just got married, and the partner had to travel, and she was back here. There's sometimes she cry. She's crying herself to sleep, all because her partner is not there. There's some kind of emotions you will be feeling at a time, and you just want to show somebody physical presence of that person. You need
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
This is what is doing me. Like this is how I'm feeling in my system. This is how I feel. Maybe because of work pressure or stress or something. But because of that gap that is there, you feel lonely, you feel isolated, you feel like I can't share
Yeah.
because there's nobody to share with. The
Yeah.
partner is there, you're there nagging yourself to sleep or crying yourself to sleep. Your partner might be at work, have that time, enough time to say, let me chat with this person, and because why he's trying to make one or two for the family. So that's another point. So another point we have here is trust issues. So do you want to talk about Maurice? Do you want to talk about the part of trust issues?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course, I have a lot of things to say about it. Okay, trust issues, right? I have to clear my throat because that one is a very, very dicey situation.
That's why I said I need to talk about.
Okay, okay. So, basically, it still drives down to communication here because
Yeah,
communication and not just communication, honest and sincere communications.
effective.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's very, very important. Okay,
Yeah,
so of course you're going to have a time where you will not trust the person, right? It will always come. It will definitely come, and it's not the only thing to cancel that will be. How have I even finished talking about it? And I'm already going to the solution. I like talking about solutions. I don't like talking about problems. Okay, let me let me
identify the
let,
problem.
Okay, so well, I've identified the problem. The problem is that that's when you don't have honest and what's it called now? Honest and sincere conversations. Honest and sincere conversation. That's where the problem is for trust. And then the solution for that is what's it called now? There's something I was thinking already in my mind. Okay, so let me just try to dive around the problem a bit. From there, I think I already get what I want to talk about. So for the problems now, that's honest and sincere conversations. So there's a time where I just remember the solution now. The solution now to this particular one is assurance. So assurance is very, very, it may look like it's very, very simple, but it's
Yeah,
very, very important because words are drivers. Words are drivers. They
yeah,
drive in, communicate anything you want. Anything you want, words will
yeah,
drive it for you. Just say it. You don't need to keep them to yourself. I mean, to be vulnerable to this person. So if something happens and then the person is probably suspecting you for this, for that, for that, for that, you have to say that, oh babe, oh, this is it, that this is it, and this is it, and this is it. So I would use myself for example. For example, now there was a time that I told my babe then when I was in long distance relationship. I told her that this, normally when I come back from work, she wants to have babe alpha. This thing would start discussing about
Yeah.
what did not happen at work and all of those things. So she now asked me, babe alpha, what happened to that? I was now explaining, this, that this new person that came to the office, a lady, the girl was just sitting down there listening to me. I mean, I was just talking. In my mind, I was, in my mind, I was saying the thing that happened. She was just there looking at me like, so there's somebody now you're talking with in the office.
Exactly.
So something like that. So, and then she was just listening. I was just talking. After everything, she now said, okay, okay. She didn't even, I was like, I discovered that she was not talking again.
Yeah.
She was not flowing with me. And I asked her, so
Mhm.
why are you not talking?
Sorry, in case you, I'm in the office. That's why. Sorry about.
No problem. I'm in the office too. So I now told her that, okay, so sincerely, there's nothing happening between me and this lady, right? This is it. I tried to tell her, this is it. I spelled out everything, right? And I even went to the stage of telling this girl about her and then making two of them to talk, right? So that she would be aware that if so the girl now asked me, why are you talking to her? I said, I'm talking to my babe. Like, are you serious? Yes. I said, you're talking to your babe. I said, yes, I'm talking to my babe. And I said, okay, so you want to talk with her? She said, yes. I
Mhm.
said, oh, you can talk to her. So it was when I did that assurance, that was my own way of showing her that assurance. She now
Yeah.
became calm. She was very happy about the whole thing. So she didn't bother herself again. The thing reduced and all. So all of those things, when you don't have those conversations every day, it
Yeah.
feels like you're hiding something.
Right.
You understand? Feels like you're hiding something. Things you have been saying before, all of a sudden you just stop saying them. Things you have been doing before, just stop doing them. So it raises what's it called now? A question in the person's heart, the person's
Yeah.
mind, that you're hiding something. Of course, you know, just till all of a sudden you stop talking about something. And you have been telling me about your day at work. All of a sudden you
Exactly.
stop telling me about your day at work. So what happened?
Someone else. That's just what it is.
Exactly. So you're saying it to someone else.
Yeah.
So if you need to communicate, you have to communicate consistently,
Mm-hmm.
sincerely,
Yeah.
honestly, and always assure. Very,
Mm.
very important. So that's what I have to say. You can continue.
Because now I'm seeing some comments, so let me try to read out some of these comments that we have here. Uh, Sometimes things don't go out as planned. That's from Ove. Well, I can understand that, but just like Morris has said, when you are in a long distance relationship or something, reassurance is very important. That is what will build trust between you and your partner. Because if you're not reassuring them, they just feel like, well, maybe this person might just be lying to me, you know? Maybe this person is just lying to me or something. So that's what. Sorry, we lost Maurice there a bit. He's back on. So Anthony said long distance relationship with money is better than long distance with promises.
Of course, the,
the,
the money is going to validate the promise.
the money is fine. But I can understand, but we're coming to that, okay? Yeah, it's part of what I've written down here, but we're coming to that. Immaculata said the only driver to a distance relationship is communication. A lot of video calling morning, afternoon, and night. I kind of agree with you, but then again, when the person work, because it just
Of
like Marie
course.
said, meaning it's possible that the person has traveled, because or you guys are not in the same location just because you need to make more money so that you can achieve your goals, and your plans for life and the rest of it. So if I
Yeah.
continue calling you morning, nights, and whenever, you know, once what's it called? Will I be able to achieve the goals or the reason why I have left that location? I might not be
Yeah.
able to. There are better ways of doing it. By the time you have built that trust, I do not think that your partner would even question you when maybe you don't maybe you're not there, maybe like in 2 3 minutes or like an hour or 2 hours you're not there. I don't think your partner would really question that. That's because the trust is there. Right now I'm at work, my husband is also at work, we're not talking, but everybody knows that mentally, that, oh, I'm good, right? You understand? I understand that, yes, it might not be the same thing as when someone is abroad and then the other party is back at home. It might not be the same because of the whole time. much as possible, communicate. That is what we're trying to say. As much as possible, communicate. Okay? It doesn't even have to be called. It could be text. It could be text, right? Malo Esther said, so, Obe Adoga said, my wife got a job and she had to move to Abuja with our 7-month-old baby. It wasn't easy because I have a full-time job in Makodi. Not a long distance, but it was exhausting. I'm working on my transfer ASAP. I totally can understand. Trust me, because it is not an easy thing at all. It is not an easy journey at all. Like, it takes a lot of work from both parties to make that relationship stand and still
Yeah.
be able to, to be able to like stand the test of time.
Yeah.
That's takes a whole lot for that to be able to happen. You understand? So it takes this partner A and partner B to be able to like, okay, babe, let us make this work. Because I know that you
Yeah.
care about me, I care about our relationship, right? Let us make it work. So, like I said, everybody in the comment section is saying the same thing. Communication is everything. It is everything, basically. Like it is the number one force to that you want to hold on to. Because when you're not communicating your feelings, how you're feeling, how it's doing you, and the rest of it, you're failed already. That relationship has failed already.
Yeah.
That's things. So Obe said communication is key. Be in her business, okay, seek for updates as often as possible. I do a lot of frequent visits. Right. Very important. Very important. Coming to that part. So okay, the last negative aspect we have written down here is emotional distance, right? The emotional distance, sometimes, just like we said before, you might not be able to communicate how you are feeling, to your partner, just because you feel like, oh, I don't have someone to like call upon. When certain things happen, like maybe you receive a call, like it's a good news or something. The first person you want to tell that thing to, the first person you want to call is your partner. Even before you call
Yeah.
your siblings, you want to tell your partner like, this is it, like it has happened. But when the person is not even there, like it's not reachable at that moment for you to tell, you start looking for another person to like, pass that information on to. So
Yeah.
that's emotional distance, what long distance relationship can create. You understand? So that's it. So coming down to our solutions, right? We have written down some solutions here that can help us in bridging this gap. How can we handle? Because of course, we still have to go and hustle, right? We still have to go and hustle. People will still jackpot. Even this year, people will still jackpot and leave their families. It is sad, but of course, you have to put food on the table. You have to make things life easy for your children. You're bringing up children. You don't want them to be Nigeria. Being in Nigeria and as a Nigerian, it is not easy. So
At
you're
all.
looking for green,
At all.
for daily bread, you're looking for how to make life easy for your kids. So in the process of doing this, you have to leave your comfort zone to go and do that. Like our brother Obe said now, he said, imagine his wife had to leave, to another location. She had to come to Abuja because, of course, you have to make ends meet. He is trying to work his relocation to come to this town. So imagine if you don't have the resources or you don't have the means of working your relocation to meet your partner. You know what is going to be. So let's talk about some of the solutions we have here. So like Maurice said earlier, plan visits are very important. Be it you're dating, be it you're married. Like Obe also said, visit as much as possible. I know it all boils down to resource. Even if you don't have so much, that is why it is called planning. In fact,
Yeah.
the moment you start
Yeah.
planning that to another location, you should know that you should have that at the back of your mind. You understand? Have it at the back of your mind. Okay, how do we want to be? Do we want to do it? Maybe you come to me like once a year or twice in a year. How do we want to do this? You plan. And you also look at the resources that you're working with, right? Look at your finances. Can we afford this? Can we pay for flight ticket like two to three times in a year for international trips or local trips? How do we want to do those things? You plan your visits. That way, you're able to bridge that gap. Because if you can see at least 3 to 4 times in a year, you know that, oh, I have a shoulder there to, cry on. But all those emotions that you are bottled up and everything, by the time you see that person, you point everything on the person. So don't be surprised when you see people, but crying and all of that, and being all emotional when they see their partners. Not easy. I am
It's not easy actually.
it's not easy. It's not being so. It's not easy at all. So plan, plan, and replan. Over here, I've said it all. Plan, and plan. Please. It is very, very important. The number two thing we have here says stay positive. You have to be as positive as possible. When I started this life, I said something. I said the devil works in so many ways. The
Yeah.
moment you start having negative mindset about your partner, my dear, the moment you start having negative mindset about your partner, the devil will start looking for ways of even adding fire and pepper and maggi and salt, and it will help you cook egusi soup. That is it. So be as positive as possible. Think from the right. Maybe if your partner is not picking your call, don't look at it that, oh, maybe it's because he's on top of another woman, or oh, maybe because she has gone to visit man. That is why she's not picking my call. Look at it that, oh, she might even be sleeping. Look at it that, oh, she might be at work and work is, hectic for her. Or look at it that, oh, because he's trying to make life better for us, that is why he's not picking my call. Think from that angle instead of thinking from maybe it's because he's on top of another woman, or maybe because he's with another girl, that's why he's not taking my call, or maybe because she's with another man. You understand?
When your partner is always lying.
When your
That one is a different problem. If you know, sorry, let me come in there. Remember when I
yeah,
was talking, I said something about honest. I mean, you don't lie to yourself. You need to be
yeah,
honest. You need to be sincere.
yeah,
Honest,
community,
sincere conversations,
yeah,
communications, very, very important. Of course,
yeah,
before you should even go into something, you should know who you're going to something with. I mean, you guys should be both. I can't even, someone that lies cannot survive with me. It's not possible. You can't survive with me. It's not
yeah.
because I'm using jazz or whatsoever. The thing is that I am as plain as possible. I mean, there's no
Even
way.
psychologically, you would know now. You work with you that
Exactly.
psychological things a lot. You should be able to even
Exactly.
write someone line.
Ex- exactly. So that's just it. You shouldn't let, and I also trying to, because anytime I explain things, I always want to balance those things up. Now, I was saying that honest conversations and the rest and all of those things. Yes, it may be that he may have lied probably once, right? As a human, don't
Hmm.
forget that they are humans, and at least we are humans. And then one thing, someone may do something. And don't
Yeah.
always forget that whenever you call someone, the person is not picking. You being the other person that's calling you will try as much as possible to be what's it called now? To be positive, as you said. But
Yes.
you that is not receiving the call. Of course, you
Hmm.
have your phone. That's why it's called an handset. You have your phone. As simple
Yes.
as a text. Oh, babe, sorry, I am busy. Oh,
Exactly.
just that one solves a lot of problems. Women
Hey,
are going to think, oh, they will
most of
think
us
for a guy.
these days,
Uh,
most of us these days we use iPhones, right? In
mm,
fact, when the call is coming in on an iPhone, the moment
yeah.
you don't pick that call, once you reject the call, it will show you like message options. Call
Even
you
there
back.
on Android. It's there on Android as well.
So
Custom
let me
template.
back, or can I call you back, or things like that. You will see the options. There's no harm in unless if you're like very very tight. If you're like in a very tight position, I can understand. But if not, just a simple text. It can save you a whole lot of explanation. Oh babe,
Explanations.
oh babe, I didn't do this thing. But that moment, if you had sent that text, it would have saved you. In fact, you won't even bother explaining by the time you come back. Just maybe tell the person what was going on at the time. That's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
You understand? So, like Marissa
Yeah.
said, simple text. If you can't take the call, text message is easy. Drop a WhatsApp
Yeah.
message. Drop a
Yeah.
normal message. For
Yeah.
people abroad, because of the cost, the cost of the charges that comes with all those type of things, drop a WhatsApp.
WhatsApp message. I mean,
Thank God for social media. Even as much as social media has its own negative aspects, I am happy that it also has the positive as well, right? Because it has been able to help a lot of families that gap in that long distance relationship that they are in, or
yeah.
marriages.
Yeah.
Say, oh, because I don't have credit. That's why most of us we have data most times.
Exactly. Data is taking over. There is a new survey that came in for the first time in history. Data has taken over data I've made over about 60% over airtime.
Yeah, because
I'm working in a telco company, so that's why I know this fact.
most people call on WhatsApp. Not a lot of
Yeah,
people make calls normal
calls on
like direct.
WhatsApp.
And then when you're
Yeah,
calling family abroad, or you're calling your family back home, it's
yeah.
WhatsApp call.
It's
You are not
WhatsApp.
about to
Yeah,
start in a normal direct call, and then they'll finish your life, cut your life with bills and stuff like that, right?
yeah,
So please,
yeah,
please let us try to be positive as we can, okay? And let us we pray to God that we don't have line partners, as Obi has said. We pray to God we don't have line partners that will get used to the lies. All right. So our next point here says be honest and open. It still brings us back to what we have just said. Be honest and be open, right? Things in your heart and be pondering about negativity. Open your heart to positive thoughts. Be honest with your conversation. There is no point lying unless you just want to, you're just looking for somebody to use and pass time. But at this stage of one's life, there's a stage you will get to and you'll be like, I'm on, I need to be serious.
yeah,
Like I need to be serious. I can't be playing around anymore. So if before maybe you were playing around when you see those girls out, were playing around just like let me just be in a relationship or being in a relationship sake. But the moment you are looking like settling with that person, I don't think you'll be thinking in that direction anymore.
yeah,
So
yeah,
you have to be honest as possible when you find yourself, whether in a long distance or in a short distance relationship. In fact, be honest. Honesty is key. It saves you a lot of drama. That's it. Build trust. In the comment section, a lot of people have spoken about trust. Obe said that's where trust comes in. Immaculata said, without trust, there is no relationship. Build trust with your partner. In fact, for me, I always say something that before I go into any relationship, even before my marriage or whatsoever, right? I will tell you as direct as possible. Me, I'm very direct. I'll tell you as it is. If you're here to play, just carry your two less legs and be going away. Like that's me. I am not
simple.
with my life. Do you understand?
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
about play around with my life. You get? So there's no point of you coming to play hanky panky with me for any reason. Even my husband, even before he came to like, oh, okay, this is what I want. I told him, say that it is better you remain in the friend zone rather than saying you want to start a relationship where you know that it will not finish. There's no point. I have too many friends already. You can just as well stay there, right? It's not
yeah,
everybody has to go to like the extra mile with. You
yeah,
understand? But
yeah,
he went ahead and reassured me and said what I wanted. You understand? So build trust. Trust is very, very important. Security reasons. My wife and I can see our Google Live locations. I know when she's at work. I know when she's home. I know when she's on transit. I know when to call and drop it. God bless you, Obi. I am glad that you said this thing. Myself and my husband is the same thing. Location. We shared our Google location.
yeah.
So when I want to even trick him, when I want to trick him, maybe I'm already on my way, from work. And then he asks me, where are you? And then I'll be like, oh, I'm still at work. Oh. He'll be like, stop lying. I know you're close. Just be coming home.
Technology has done a lot for us. So.
Has done a lot. And for this was for security reasons, not even because of like trust or anything, but for security reasons, so that if anything happens, he can easily know where you're at. You understand? And then he can pull up. You get? So technology has made it so easy. So if you feel like you don't trust your partner enough, you can decide to do that one too for them.
what
Technology.
if what if the partner decides to keep that phone in the house and it tells you that
Okay,
it's at home?
that's why you will call now. Say you will call that line. Because
It's
if they don't
us.
pick, you know that I have jammed liar.
My God.
That you know that you have jammed a liar. You will know where to put them at bay. You
And you now
understand?
run now, run away now. When you have gotten to that point.
That is it. And in fact, the moment you start even, having that kind of mindset, you know that
Yeah,
oh, the right relationship. Because if you're in the right relationship, you wouldn't even have to,
yeah,
ask
yeah,
or feel like, no, this one I don't trust this. No, for me, trust is a big deal. Like it's a very big deal. From the very moment you're dating someone down to the time you're getting married, you know what you're signing up for.
Yeah.
You know if you trust that person or not. Trust me. It's not even like a two-way traffic. You know, deep down your heart and heart, because our instincts, like, they are very, very strong. And sometimes it's very good to follow our instincts. They tell us a lot, and we just need to, follow them sometimes. So that's it. So our next point is find healthy ways to cope with stress. Okay? Find healthy ways to cope with stress. Instead of saying, oh, I want to distress by, let me go out and go and meet one man,
Go
or
to
let
the
me go
club, all
and
those
go to
toxic places and all.
madam. There are so many ways, Bobo. There are so many ways you can distress. There are so many ways. You don't
Please
even
tell
have to.
us. So, please tell us. We are
You don't even
listening.
have to go out of your house. There are movies that can just calm you down. Sometimes you're not even watching those movies, right? It's just there to like calm the environment. When you're hearing other people's voices, like, oh, okay, people are around me. You feel that way. That's why we have music.
Yeah.
You go for your favorite, type of music. Just play it in the house. Keep the environment, positive. There's sometimes you play music just because I dance. I want to exercise in the house. You don't even have to
Yeah.
go out. That is if you must, unless it's a must that okay, I have to go out of the house to go and exercise. You play music. There's so many type of music that can keep you calm and sane. So don't say because I want to distress. That is how I fell into. God bless you, Ovi. They don't say because I want to go out. I want to go and do something. That's how I fell into temptation. It's the devil that is sending you that one. It's not us. A clean home too can help. Sometimes do the dishes. Do you understand? Sometimes when you pile up things, you pile up clothes, your wardrobe is scattered,
It
everywhere
affects your mind. It affects your mind. Yeah.
is clustered. You don't
Yeah.
want that. So sometimes just get up. When you feel like the place, just get up and clean. Play music, clean, dance. In fact, as you're cleaning, be dancing. You don't even know when that negative mindset will fly out of your brain. If you feel like you're stressed and you just want to distress, you just want to like sometimes if you can even because no, people, there are a lot of people that will say it's the devil's handwork. Before the devil self have handwork in that thing, you yourself too, you have your own hand in that wahala too. Before you start blaming innocent devil where he's at, oh, you yourself too, you are not innocent. You have yes, you have your own hand too is part of that problem because you use it to
Yeah.
create it.
Yeah.
You understand? So before you
Yeah.
blame the innocent devil at you too, try and do your own best too. There are so many ways. You don't have to leave the house. But if it's compulsory that you have to leave the house, you can go on solo dates, right? Because your partner is not around, you can go on solo dates, ice cream dates. But I'm not saying as you are going on that ice cream date now, you go and allow one man or one girl to come and sit down with you and come and wine you. That's not what I'm saying. You understand? So, a lot of times, forget about even your partner not being around, right? Then sometimes it's good to take solo dates. It
Yeah.
helps you clear your mind. There's sometimes you can even be in an argument with your partner. You just want to step out of the house for air to calm your mind. Yeah. You even in your house you can create cinema, my dear. Even in your house you can create cinema and watch movies. You don't even need to step out and say you buy popcorn. Me and my husband we do movie night in my house a lot. Buy popcorn, buy snacks, stay at home, cross leg, shower like this, cross leg, and do your thing. And that stress will disappear before you even know it. Do you understand? So that's
You
that.
see, let me say something about that. So you see, a lot of people, the reason why they say that that relationships, marriage are for people who are matured, yeah. When they mean maturity is not like the body and all of those stuff and all. So it's very, very important that as a person, you should have been a master of yourself. You should have understood yourself. You should have there's a word, I think there's another word than master. I think I'll use it. You should so understand yourself that you don't need another person to actually decide on what you actually do as a
Or
person.
even happy. So people wait
Exactly.
for that to make them happy.
Exactly. So you should know how to make yourself happy. You should know yourself. Just discover who you are so that you're not going to look for who you are in somebody. The person is
Else.
coming to compliment you and not you going to Do you understand? So that's
Yeah.
where maturity comes in when it's called marriage and relationship. It's not because of the other thing. I mean, every other thing is just very secondary and all. That's all I have to say about that. Not much.
Michael said, ladies hardly survive in a long distance relationship. Well, I
Ah,
can't say. Don't be too sure.
ladies,
Even both
ladies.
parties, it is not just
Nice.
ladies, both parties struggle.
It's for everyone. That's why it's a two-way stuff. It's for
It's
everyone.
two. It's not easy for both parties. Ladies
Of course.
struggle, men also struggle. And it takes the grace of God in all of these things that we're saying. It takes the grace of God for you to be able to say, okay, I am leaving my partner this way. I am coming back to meet them this way. I want a peaceful home. I am coming back to a peaceful home. You understand? Please do well to like the life. I can't see any like on this live. Please do well to like the live. Okay, thank you so much. And if you're yet to subscribe to the channel, please do well to subscribe to the channel. So you say, but the ladies struggle more. Well, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
That,
Maybe some that allow men to wind them easily. They are the ones that will be struggling.
don't
Some
and also Michael, you don't have to forget that you don't have to use your personal experience or
right,
personal stuff, what you've
yeah,
seen personally to
yeah,
generalize on every other person. It's not good. Yeah, you need to be very,
yeah,
very careful that
yeah,
whatever you went through, whatever another person went through, you don't have to put that thing on another person. I mean,
yeah.
everybody. It'd be so shocking, really shocking to understand that there are ladies out there that are not like that. Of course, they
Yeah.
can't be 100%. There are a lot of them. It's just that you've
Can't-
not seen. You've not
Yeah.
seen yet. When you see, you will understand there's a possibility. As long
Yes.
as
Of
there
course.
is,
there-
there's this particular word I like saying, and that thing is that is it no a phrase rather. It says that so because you have seen the original, so because you have seen the imitation means that there's an original somewhere. Of
Mhm.
course, you have to imitate from something to for it to be called an imitation.
Yeah. True.
So that's just it. Personal experience.
That's
Please keep it to yourself.
our personal experiences to judge other people and say, oh, just like saying good guys don't exist. You can't say that because you've been with
Of
bad
course,
guys.
of course.
You-
And
I
even
can't.
and even that same guy, it depends on the perspective he has shown you. Everybody is good. Trust me. And everybody's
Bad. Of course. It depends with the
you.
that you've
Exactly.
seen.
Exactly.
That's just it.
That's
Oh, guy, I
it.
have seen body embarrassment. Says who, Michael? You men that country want to, eh? You men that want to finish.
Ah,
Yeah, women pass. Don't say that, though. Every day, people are writing to Juro. Who are those ones that are writing to Juro? Those men that are writing to Juro. Who are the people right there? I beg, don't do that thing. Me, I was in school for how many years? I had a partner back at home, back in Nigeria, but nothing made me to ever think of that. In fact, in my school, one guy, there was a day one of my classmates followed me, home and said, I have not seen you with any guy before. Is it that you're, what's it called? You're not into men or what? I said, no, I have a partner back at home. That's why I didn't come to this country to come and follow man. I came to study, and that is
yeah.
what I'm doing. Do you understand? So it's not everybody that does that kind of life. I did not for one day say I am having like another partner over there. For what reason? When the focus is the focus. See, I will say they
Which
get,
say they get ruler. If you take measurement of that thing.
but no, now you go
This
use your
guy
own
is
ruler.
funny.
Don't use your
This
own
guy
ruler.
is
Take measure am.
funny.
Use your own ruler. Take measure am. We don't need to do external ruler. Maybe you
This
have
guy is
one on your.
funny.
Use it to measure. Don't mind him. Oh, he's abroad. That's why he's saying this thing that he's saying. I don't think the God that you are following, Michael. Me and you will on WhatsApp. You will confess. Confess. Understand where this is coming from. I really don't understand. Please do well to like the live. Give the live a very big thumbs up. I can see only 2 likes. Please, please, please give the like so that YouTube can share this live more to more people so that they can watch, because these are things that are disturbing. These are things that are troubling. This particular topic is troubling a lot of people.
especially those guys abroad. Those guys abroad.
I'm
Hi,
telling you, it's
bro.
showing a lot of
Those
people
guys are
this
broad.
jackpot like this. A lot of people are feeling it, especially if they didn't go with their families or their
Mm.
girlfriend or something. They are feeling the heat. It's not easy. So
It's so
please, you
lonely out there. Oh. So
cannot.
lonely out there.
So,
Okay, we'll end there.
well,
Can cut.
another thing is stay intimate. That's another point and part of the
Yeah.
solution, right? Staying intimate is by sending your partner's gifts. Don't say because I am not in Nigeria, it's Valentine's Day, I'm not going to send you anything, or better say, let me just send you money. No, you before you left Nigeria, I'm sure you have contacts, right? You can always plan like a surprise, thing. You have family back at home here, you can send them to that person. I'm sure even if you don't want your whole family to know the girl yet or to know the man yet, you can have friends that you can trust and say, okay, let me send a present to this person. That way, you both are still staying intimate even though you are far off. You understand?
Far apart,
So
yeah.
it is very
Yeah.
important. Apart from sharing gifts, if there is any other way you feel like you can stay intimate, share video call is there. We can bond via video calls. You don't even need to see just physically alone to bond. You can bond. And there's this thing I saw on a younger friend's page one time. Her partner is abroad. She's here in Nigeria, and they were doing like a movie, like a movie date via
Yeah.
Zoom.
Yeah. Of course, I've done that before. Very, very funny. I've done that before.
So you watch the movie, you bond over the movie. That way,
Yeah.
just intimate. It doesn't have to be just penetration alone. Let me put it out like that. You understand? That's not the only way to bond with your partner. There's so many other ways that you can bond with your partner. So try as much as possible to do those things. That way, your relationship is still going stronger, even though you are not around. Right?
And that's also, sorry, let me come in there.
Yeah.
That's
Go.
also on the intimacy, and or it depends on what you started with. Yeah. So there's some people that all of a sudden they're in a relationship and boom, they want to have sex. I mean, what's that? Is it the only thing? Can't you go and eat together? Can't you go on? Can't you build the relationship on values, like
Friendship. Yes.
better values instead of
Yes.
friendship? Beautiful. Can't you build the relationship on other things? I mean, there are other better things you can do
Yeah.
than
What
that thing. So once you don't build it on that way, and then the person is out, you now start feeling it that way. Like,
yeah.
oh, if he was
Yeah.
here now, he would have
There.
been doing this, would have been doing
Exactly.
this or been doing that. I mean,
Most people, even they can't, just like what Michael is saying. Now you're saying some of those people now that they can't hold themselves, blah blah blah. It is because the relationship was not built on valuable things.
yeah, yeah,
It just maybe sex. That was all you both were offering each other. And if it's that like that, at the end of the day, that's all you get to miss about your partner. Because you've
seriously.
not had time to spend time with them, them, get to know the things that make them happy. Go on dates. Talk about valuable things, how to grow, how to achieve your goals individually and collectively. But when you're not looking at things like that will benefit the both of you, you're looking at only what exchanging bodily fluid. Then that's the only thing you get to think of.
Of course,
That's the
of
only thing
course.
you get to this. And because of that, you won't be able to now stay faithful to your partner.
Yeah,
You understand? The
yeah,
moment that you're thinking of the next person that's going to satisfy that curiosity in your body, your body
yeah,
will be doing you somehow, it's shaking, like it's doing you as if you have not seen man or you have not seen woman before. You can't stay faithful.
yeah,
So it is important that you build your relationship on solid things, not just. In fact, by the time you get married, you know that sex is nothing. You will now understand that, okay, it's just. Do you understand? Of course,
yeah.
they are not.
True.
It's enjoyable. It's pleasurable. It's pleasurable, yes. But is that all you're going to offer each other? So when sex is not happening, there's no other discussion. And that is why when you ask some people questions, right, in relationship, you see like two partners now, they are communicating, they are talking. They can't keep up with the conversation.
Of course, nothing you talk about.
They can't keep up with the conversation because the only thing you talk about is how you want to raise somebody's pants, how you want to shift pants.
His womb,
How
his womb. They are shifting
how
these
you
days,
want to
not
use
pants.
home, how you want to use something to shift our womb. That is all you talk about. Thank you, Michael. So that's it. So our last for me, yeah, the last point here says encourage each other, celebrate each other, and show affection. When you are in a long distance relationship, don't feel like you cannot encourage your partner while you're far away. Their little wins should be a major for you. Okay, when they get promotion at work, celebrate them. Oh, let's pop champagne, let's pop wine. Even if it's water you want to pop, sharp pop something in your various locations, just to make sure that you're celebrating your partner, right?
Yeah,
Let them know
yeah,
that you're actually happy for them, for
yeah.
the growth. The growth is not just for them alone, but also for the both of you.
For both of you, yeah.
Affection. If your partner is complaining, oh, I have cramps, or I'm doing this, show them that I wish I was there so I can do this for you.
Oh my God, please, that talk, that particular. my cousin, my cousin always says that thing, and it's like, guy, I don't want to say I wish I was there. I wish I was there. It's that talk gives me PTSD, but it's fine.
Yeah. So it just shows that you really care
Of
and
course,
you
of
want
course, of
them
course,
to do for them, right?
of
I remember
course,
when
yeah.
my husband, he used to say, I'm giving you period pass. You understand? Like a package for just
Mm.
that, for that period, so that you don't even feel, the absence of this person. You understand? So all those little, you feel like they are little, they might be little, but trust me, it goes a long way. It helps in building that connection with your partner.
Yeah.
Even if they are
And
not there, yeah,
and
go
also and also not being cliche, right? Not being cliche is very, very important.
ahead.
It may be like you want to act like your father used to act, you want to act like this. You need to find you need to of course, I mean, the technology is good. I mean, we have seen a lot of things. Our eyes have opened.
Yeah.
Generation woke. Yeah, generation woke is not only to challenge what is it called now? Gender equality and all. Generation woke should challenge the way you think, the way you present things differently. Okay, for example, there's a friend of mine that's into this same long distance relationship. You know what she told me? And I was like, there was something she told me. I was very surprised. Apart from this thing you said about doing movie date on Zoom and all,
Yeah.
I learned that one on my own. Nobody taught me that one because I was trying to. Okay, she asked me, "Do you want to see a movie?" I'm like, "What kind of movie?" And she now
Yeah.
said, and I said, "How are we going to see this movie?" Something just came to my mind, like, "We have Zoom. You can share
Yeah.
screen. You
Yeah.
can do this."
Right.
Like, beautiful. You are generation woke. You are thinking generation woke. So think like that as well. What my friend does is that Google is, you can connect your Google and all of those things. So
Yeah.
he connects the other my friend connects his Google with his girlfriend's phone. So whenever they are taking pictures, the pictures appear on this other person's phone
Mm-hmm.
and also appears on the other person's phone. That's technology. That's another way you can think generation woke. Another one is that the same Google stuff, yeah. When she types a particular, they don't chat on WhatsApp much. I mean, WhatsApp, that everybody wants. They'll be chatting on WhatsApp. And they're like, okay, let's reinvent the way we chat. You know what they
Mm-hmm.
did? It's very, very funny. I thought it was suffering until I saw the way it went. They are now using Google Notes. Oh my
Yeah.
God, Google Notes. So they are connected on Google Notes. When I'm typing, you're seeing what I'm typing. The mistakes I'm making when I'm editing it, you're seeing it
Exactly.
there. In fact,
Exactly.
it feels like if the person is very, very close to you. You can really feel the
Yeah.
person. You can
It
feel that,
bridges
oh,
that gap.
so
That,
they are
that
different methods. Generation, very soon now.
see,
Okay, Meta is out already now.
even on YouTube here, right?
Yeah,
You can search for things that can help improve or try things that can bridge that gap in your long
exactly.
distance.
Exactly. So you
He
you
says,
doing those things,
Michael, I'm coming for you. Don't worry. After this life,
doing
me and you will know how far. Don't
doing
mind
doing those things doing those things shows that you're interested in the whole thing. You're not just we are
making.
not in you're exactly, you're making advancements, you're making, the person is seeing that you're deliberate, you're very, very deliberate in getting
And that is
um
something, right? Don't
um
feel like because your relationship A didn't work, you put in effort, it didn't work, then, oh, therefore, I'm not going to put effort in relationship B again. Don't do that. because you will end up losing out on good people
Good
because of that.
people, yeah,
If,
exactly.
if we all want to say, oh, because my relationship this one did not work, let me treat this person this way. Some of us will not be with our partners today
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you miss out on when you're trying to or when you're saying, but this person did me like this. So this Mr. A
yeah,
is not Mr. These are
yeah,
two different, right? That should not stop you from loving, caring, and showing affection. Some people will tell you,
exactly.
not hard, oh, I hard. Don't be hard. Be who you are. Be the original person that you are. Because that is what will attract the right person that's supposed to come your way, be it a man or a woman. You understand?
Yeah,
So don't
yeah,
relationship did not work. Oh, let me now, be doing hard guy. You do hard guy and then you miss out. You saying
yeah.
that thank you.
There are ways to do the hard guy. You don't do hard guy because of what did he say?
He
Since I
said
used
thank you
all
for
my
not
energy in my
putting
previous relationship.
all my energy in my previous relationship.
Michael, you can reinvent yourself. Yeah, reinvent yourself.
Girl, I am coming with all the prayers I can pray for you in your DM because you need to re-energize yourself. This year
That's what I
I
said.
must. Other one that you are saying is for your pockets. I don't care.
Michael, reinvent yourself. Reinvent yourself.
So
Reinvent
I
yourself.
you guys. Thank you, my co-host Morris. Thank you for sparing out time. I didn't even know we're going to take up to 1 hour. I was thinking maybe highest 40 to 45 minutes. But I'm happy that we were able to do this together. I'm happy that we're able to talk about this together. We cannot overemphasize most of these points that were made here, but last we just hope that God gives everyone the grace to be able to manage their relationship, because
Yeah,
prayer is, in fact, is number one. We've said everything we can say, but prayer is number one. Pray, be intentional about whatever you're doing. Don't date or go into marriage because every other person is doing it. Okay, your jackparing and all of that is for the good of your family and everything. Be prayerful, trust the process, communicate as much as possible. Maurice has spoken, I have spoken. That's the best we can do to help. All right. So I just want to also appreciate everyone that came on this live today. Immaculata, Mike, Ovi, Obe, and every other person. If I forget Esther, every other person that came in here, I just want to say a very big thank you for taking out time, sparing out of your busy schedules to just be here to support this channel. God bless you guys for me. Chris, if he has any last words for us for today before we shut down this live today. So Maurice, let us hear from you. If you have anything to close up this topic, let us know.
Michael.
This topic,
Michael.
Michael, I will think about it. I'll probably bring in another host next time for the topic and more elaborate ways of handling it. But let's hear from Maurice if he has any clues
All right, all right,
for us.
all right. So as we were saying, I'm going to give like some about two of those words that we talked about. The first one is deliberateness, intentionality in whatever you're doing. Relationship needs that deliberateness and intentionality. It's very, very important. The last one is communication. So, as we said, I would just like to say that, and I will end there. And don't forget, today's World Boys. Today's World
Yeah,
Boys Day. Please, let's
right.
celebrate boys, please. Don't celebrate girls alone. Let's celebrate boys. Let the world be
Our
balanced.
boys celebrate our all our boys all over the world on behalf of
Yeah,
our co Maurice. If you don't know what he does, he's into the children's department. So if you want to know
yeah.
more about what he talks about on his channel, please visit his channel. He said, please bring a host that will support me instead of. Thank you, Obe. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us today. We'll bring another host that will support you. The person might fire you, but Maurice, Sha, don't worry. So yeah, if you want to know more about Maurice, who is our co-host today, you visit his channel. I would definitely do well to link his channel on this particular video so you can check him out as well. He talks about very brilliant things on his channel that has to do with children. Okay, and from the name, I'm sure you can tell it's called Childish. So you know That's just it. I just want to say thank you once again for spending time with us, hanging out with us this afternoon. God bless you. Your data, everything that you're so much. Have a beautiful day. Okay? God bless you and thank you. See you in my next video. All right.
Thank you.